Hello everyone and welcome back to another studio vlog. So in today's video it's actually quite a mismatch of many things, including but not limited to going to London to see Beyonce, oh my god, and just a lot of other personal projects I'm getting on with. There's not that much art, actually there's quite a lot of art to be fair, but some of it's stuff you've seen in the last video, some of it's new stuff. If you've not already, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. You'll be able to see all the artworks I'm doing going live there first. But yes, I thought I'd just do this little voiceover introduction because I realised while I was editing this that I didn't do a video to start the vlog. I don't know why. If you can hear my voice is a bit stuffy, I am still ill. You will hear me explain that later on in the video, but I am ill. I'm still getting over it now, but I'm feeling much better. So, as of right now, you can see that little book that I had. I can't remember what it's called now. The Colour Guide or something similar like that. It's a really good book. It's basically just a book all about colour palettes, and you saw the little diagrams I had. It had like the ratio of colours you should use with each of these colour palettes. I love using these for illustrations when I'm stuck on, well, a colour palette for my work. However, I thought I'd try to use a bit of the inspiration for my new rebranding. I do show a bit of this in the video, and you can see me playing around with some of my markers. If you're wondering what markers these are the Winsor & Newton Pro marker and brush markers, as well as the ever famous Copic Chow markers. And the sketchbook that I'm using, I believe, is my Arteza watercolour sketchbook. Don't ask me why I'm using markers as a watercolour sketchbook, it absorbs it well. Oh yeah, so one of the things I wanted to plan to do in this video, which I didn't get much of it done, was my branding and rebranding. So a little sneak peek you'll see in the future videos is that I am working on my current branding for Joseph Owens Art. But this was me just having a little play around, just seeing what colours could work. I'm trying this bubbly font inspired by Emily Harvey Art. I also see if I want to do another character logo portrait thing, like my current one, but in a more modern style. So yeah, this is just a bit of playing around and exploration. I'm going to go back to leaving the music, but I just want to say thank you for being here. If you're enjoying this video so far, please give it a like, subscribe down below, and let me know what you thought of the last video, the day in the life as a junior motion designer. It's actually had some pretty good reception. I'm really proud of it, and I'm just hoping that if you guys like that video, you'll love this video and what's in store for it. Hi, it's me again. So I just want to explain what I'm currently doing in this clip. As you can see, I am writing on my iPad, and if you want to know the application, I'm using GoodNotes 5. I really love it. It's a good note-taking app. But this year I want to reopen my shop. If you don't already know, I used to run an Etsy shop. It's currently on holiday mode right now. But I used to sell stickers and prints on there, and it was good. It was fun to do during university. However, the collections, well, that's the thing, there was no collections. There was very much mismatch of styles. I had Animal Crossing, Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, Cruella prints, different like illustration prints. It was just a bit of a mess. So one of the things I want to do this year is reset my shop. And not only that, but have a little plan in mind. So the first, here I am, is just trying to figure out collection ideas. As you can see, I do go through a few ideas actually, but the two that I settle on, I'm really, really excited about. So the first one, I'm going to explain first because it's going to be in the future, I'm going to work on this, but this is fairy tales. Anyone who knows me personally knows how much I love Disney and fairy tales and all that stuff, but I really want to do illustrations based on the Grimm brothers. If you don't know who they are they are two German brothers who created a book of tales called the Grimm Stories or something similar. And that's where a lot of our Disney classics come from, like Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, Frozen. All these tales come from like traditional German tales. But the main thing I'm going to be working on now, well, I say now, for the next few weeks, is my Pokemon collection. I am a big fan of Pokemon games. I never used to be, but recently have become a bigger fan of the games. And I think I explain about this more in the video later on. But what I'm going to be creating is a print collection, sticker collection, potentially merch as well. So it could go into like different merch designs of the Gen 1 starter Pokemons, which I'm really excited for. I'm not going to say too much about it because I think I do explain it later on in the video. You'll see more of this content in the next few videos. I'm sorry guys, I didn't realise how much voiceover there would be in this first half of the video. So this is a different day now, as you can see, and I don't know why. Oh yeah, I originally recorded this in portrait because it was only supposed to be for like TikTok and stuff, but I thought it was a really nice speed paint, so I included it in the video. But as you can see, I'm doing a little sketch of a character from Tears of the Kingdom. His name is Tulin. And oh my god, I've been loving this game so much. So whenever I've got free time, I'm not working, doing art. All I'm doing is playing the Tears of the Kingdom. I love it so much. Let me know down in comments if you're also a fan of the game or Breath of the Wild. Like I said before, I used to do Breath of the Wild stickers. Zelda is a big part of my life. And yeah, I just decided on this morning that as for my warm-up doodle, that I really wanted to do a sketch of Tulin for some reason. I must have completed the Wind Temple or something the night before. But this character is just really fun. I might make this into a fully realised illustration, I don't know. But yeah, I just had really fun. It was a good warm-up just to sit down and just sketch with the reference image and such. I'm trying to think what I use for this. Oh yeah, it's the same sketchbook as you saw earlier on, so it's the Arteza A5 watercolour sketchbook. I'm doing everything in this sketchbook besides watercolour. I will say that it's a really good sketchbook just because it is so thick because of the watercolour paper. It handles like every medium under the sun quite well. And with pencil, the toothy texture really works well. Speaking of pencil, I think I'm using my Prismacolor. Yes, I think it's my Prismacolor Color Erase pencils. This is the blue shade. It's one of the darker blue shades. I have this one, and I also have my non-photo blue pencil, which doesn't show up on camera, so obviously I wasn't going to use that. And yeah, I'm just having a look now at timeline. I think after this, there shouldn't be much more voiceover for a while. But like I said before in the video, if you haven't already, please follow me on Instagram and Twitter. That's where I post stuff like these reels. Like I said earlier on the video, if you're not already following me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, please go follow me there. That's where I post these type of sketches and reels to first. I think I also posted this on YouTube Shorts as well, so if you haven't checked out, please go check out. I think that did really well actually. And yeah, all these type of short form contents, they'll go to my social platforms first before they come here on YouTube and you see them in the vlogs. Let me know down below if you... Oh my god. I'm gonna sneeze. No, not. Let me know down below if you... Oh my god, that peaked. Let me know down below if you really like this tooling illustration. I can draw the other 3 sages, Link, Zelda, Ganondorf, you know, different characters from Tears of the Kingdom. Let me know down in the comments below. I might do it as a little series. I haven't completely ruled out just doing like illustration videos alongside like studio vlogs, so that could be a fun video in itself, illustrating the characters from Tears of the Kingdom. That'd be a fun little challenge actually. Yeah, let me know down below if you want to see that or see something similar. Or see something similar with the characters from Tears of the Kingdom. Alright, hello. Okay, so I've actually not got my camera on a tripod. I'm trying to see what this arm out thing looks like. Anyway, sorry I haven't vlogged much. Today is Bank Holiday Monday. Yeah, it is Monday. But it's just been very warm and I haven't been feeling wanting to vlog. I recorded a bit of stuff this morning, I'll show you now. But I was just working on some TikTok stuff, some illustration. I'm currently editing last video. By the time this has gone out, I hope this video I'm editing hasn't gone out. The day in my life video, it's been really fun to edit actually. It's been good to just edit for fun, not just for work. This video is almost edited. As you can see, I'm currently doing the last part of the edit. And yeah, it's just been really fun just getting back into this workflow of creating content for myself. Hello. Okay, do I need extra lighting? No, I think I'm fine. Okay, so as you just saw before, I printed off a little calendar thing right here. So my normal process at the start of every month, well actually the start is on Thursday, but I'm trying to get ahead of this because I've got a busy week coming up. Roughly plan out my schedule for that month. Obviously things might change, a lot of it does, but I try to plan out Instagram posts, Instagram reels and TikTok, plan out videos, and yeah, I don't do tweets in here because Twitter is not a thing I'm not that big on like using. I'm trying to get better at using Twitter, but it's a slow process. You can also see behind me there, I kind of brainstorm what projects I want to work on that month. So a lot of stuff that I have to work on and like commission work and whatever, they have to be done. There's nothing I can do about that. But then for my own work, I like to either do fun illustrations or project illustrations, so like a collection. And one of these collections I can probably tell you because I'm going to be doing a not reimagining, but just a Pokemon collection of illustrations. What I want to do is do the starters for each generation. I know, cliche, but I want to do starters for each generation in a neographic style. I can't think of the actual wording for it, but I know the exact visual style I want for it. And yeah, hopefully when it all comes together, it'll be like a little series throughout all the generations. To start with, it's only going to be Gen 1, so Squirtle, Bulbasaur, Charmander, and maybe Pikachu. But besides them, I also try and plan in my concept work. I just have to do that. I have to try and get that done as I can, really. And then also just other stuff. So before, like you saw with the Tulin sketch, that wasn't really planned. It was just something I've been playing Tears of the Kingdom recently. I really wanted to do fan art of Tulin. So I tried to plan in where I could be doing some character sketch studies, and they're very basic. It literally just says character sketch study, that's it. And yeah, so what I normally do, once I've planned this out, you could probably keep it like this so you can stick to it. But what I like to do is then put it into my Notion database. And yeah, what I basically have on my Notion page is quite simple compared to others. So I'll start on the left, I'll give you a little tour. On the left, I have what I call my directory. So I have stuff at studio, that when I say studio, I mean personal work. So this is studio time right now. The one below it, office work, that's my day job. So I'm not really going to show you stuff about that, but I can show you studio. Here's that. I've got Joseph Owens Art, which is my brand. I've got projects I'm going to be working for, like working on in the future and just planning it. So the Pokemon stuff will go in there when it's all been planned out. A studio wish list and to buy is just stuff I need to want for in here. Business admin, that's like finances, that is like not taxes, but what is it? Government stuff. When I was trying to get my brand registered and stuff like that, it's just all that boring stuff and documentation I just need to keep somewhere access, that goes in there. And art school, that is a collection of my concept artwork that I do, and also at work as well. I put stuff in here is for courses I want to go on to further my skills and education. So it goes a bit of both. I'm going to redo this part. Okay, so example of what my branding page looks like for social media. I've got this up as an October spread because this is when I was actively really using this page before I went into full-time. I was working full-time here as well, but just after October is when my social media kind of died a little. I'm trying to pick it back up again. But how I would use my social calendar is that I would block basically everything you saw here I did first, and then I blocked it into this calendar. And so from here I can see stuff like admin task, art progress, so that literally means working on the illustrations, stuff to be posted, editing, and performance reviews. That was with myself, so I would check in with myself once a month, see what videos were going well, what posts were doing well, what to change, all that stuff. It was really good. I highly recommend, if you can, spend some time going over analytics, all that stuff. You can really find out a lot about your content, how much it's working well, like to your audience, all that stuff. And yeah, basically I planned out everything. So this was Inktober, so I was posting every day for Inktober. It was quite a lot. But I can also have stuff in here like my holiday, when I went to Minorca. Yeah, it was Minorca at that time. It was just so I knew at a glance that what I was doing. I know you can also use Google Calendar for and stuff, but what I liked about this is that you could then literally tick it off, everything that you did. And you can also have a page for each one as well, which is very nice about Notion. And when I was tracking everything quite a lot, you can see that I was tracking Instagram, YouTube, TikTok and Twitter, all the numbers. Instagram and YouTube did go up quite a bit. This was, I'm trying to think what videos these were for YouTube. Probably scroll box videos, and that's when I restarted doing it for a brief time, and the numbers were going up. TikTok were going up. Twitter wasn't going up, actually, that was going to decline. The more I posted, people didn't like it, so I was obviously doing something wrong. And yeah, Instagram just went up as well. And what I used to do is set myself goals every month. Like people have shop goals, I had Instagram and social media goals. It was only small, like another 4, another 5 or something like that. And yeah, I'd also have other goals for the month for social media, so edit 2 videos a month, post weekly, post 2 images a week, stuff like that. And then below here is just some other pages associated with social media. So when I had my Patreon, it's technically still up, I just don't post on it right now. It's kind of it kind of died a little. Affiliate links, and that's for obviously affiliate videos and stuff like that. Monthly reviews, that is what I'm talking about with these review meetings. That's where I would keep all that stuff in. And then content pipeline, this was something that I tried to set up recently, haven't really properly used it yet, but the idea is that I could go through, record, like plan out a video from start to finish. So I have these little summary pages set up where I could see, okay, so for this video, I have actually filmed all this and I started editing, but I really didn't like the edit, so I kind of scrapped it. But staying motivated and inspired as an artist, that was the title. So summary, basically what I wanted out of the video. Title ideas, because it's hard to think of titles when you're about to post. Script, so this is when I actually spend a lot of time making videos on script. Clean stuff like the graphics, camera changes, B-roll, stuff like that. From there, I would then make my short list. Oh, I also had an alternative script for different platforms, short form. You can see a lot of my day work going into this. I've learned all this stuff from my day job. This is all content writing and stuff that I don't personally do. I work with people who do this stuff, and it's really good to apply those skills for my day-to-day work into my own personal stuff. I really like it. Okay, So yeah, and then from there I also had my shot list. So A-roll, that was the main sequence. Obviously I just sat down to camera, recorded, and yeah, did all that stuff. I had my B-roll, which had its tech, you can literally check off, it was really good, and then graphics as well, didn't get that far. Then whilst editing it, that's my editing checklist, and then admin stuff, so designing thumbnails, posting, the copy, and all that stuff. It's a really good system. I'm really proud of myself for setting this up. I got the idea from Kaylee Rodriguez, I think her channel is. It's just a lot to keep on top on, and for studio vlogs, I just don't think it makes sense, because studio vlogs are about on-the-fly stuff, whereas this was when I wanted to do more informative content. Like I said, staying motivated and inspired as an artist. So on a Sunday, I would normally plan out my week ahead, but this week is very different, so I haven't planned out much. As Wednesday onwards, it's like, I'm not doing anything, I'm going to be away, I'm not going to be working those days. So I've only planned out today, stuff I have been doing so far, and a bit for tomorrow. And what I normally do here, I try to separate into 3 different categories. So you can see that is my workplace, Tangerine, that is whenever I have stuff to do with work. I would often put it in orange, just so I know, like, oh, that's a work task to do. Fitness, I try to do climbing, gym. I try to keep active and stuff, and so I need it in my schedules to know that I'll actually do it. This week I'm not doing anything because I don't want to injure myself before I go to the concert on Saturday, so normally that would be in there, and then that's just highlighted as blue, so I know that's something different, but it's on my to-do list. And art and business, so all of this really should have been in grey, like that, so I know that's art business stuff to do. These here, when I do use them, they are very helpful, but also, it's not always necessary for me, because it's just more, I have these days separated out like this. I know people have like a long page as well, where they scroll down. I don't like that personally, because I don't have to scroll all the way down every day. Like, if it's on Monday, it's fine, but if it's a Friday, you have to scroll all the way down. Now, this is the main thing I was coming to. I know it's taking so long to get here. Have I spelled calendar wrong? I have, never mind. So that whole page you saw here, this studio page, this is actually linked to my dashboard. So what I've got is the exact same database here, but nothing showing here, as I've got certain filters on here. So the rule here is that it's either showing content as either today or up until a week from now. But what this basically means, if I go back to here, I'll use this week as an example. So this is this week coming up. Say example, I want to do something on Wednesday, which is going to be my draw wrestling style reel. I put that in, that will be going live on Wednesday. That is for YouTube, TikTok Reels as well, because I'm going to repost it twice. I don't know, I haven't got that, don't know why that's there, that shouldn't be there. I've got all these different checklists I can pre-use, but I know what this is, it's very easy to use. So that's now in this massive calendar. But if I go back to my dashboard, it's here. You can see it's for Wednesday. And the same things happen if I do for Friday, for example. No, not for Friday. Let's do for Saturday. Concept homework. So that would be Instagram, Twitter. That's all I need to do. Concept homework for Instagram, Twitter. Go there, and it's showing for Saturday. But what's really good about this, which I really like, if I go back into here, so this is now the entire month of June. This is this entire thing. 5 plans for 2 weeks ahead. So this vlog that you're seeing now, I'm hoping it'll come out on the 12th. If not, I messed up somewhere. But this is going to be my London trip and life. Hopefully I'll be showing stuff from London. And tags of that is YouTube. Yep. So that's in 2 weeks' time. But that's not showing there because that's not to be posted this week. And that's what I really like about this. I can plan all my stuff ahead of time in here, get all out here so I don't have to carry this around. But then on the week that it currently is, I only have to focus on the stuff that needs to be posted this week. So what I'm going to do now is just go and populate this entire thing. I'm not going to record this because you don't need to see all that. But yeah, that is how I use Notion. doing a bit of a different shot thing. So you're currently high up on a tripod right now. Today's Wednesday and I've got quite a lot I need to do tonight, so I haven't really talked much to camera. Yesterday I was really ill. You can probably still hear it a bit. I don't know if it's hay fever or cold or both mixed together, but I'm only just recovering from that now. And yes, today is like the only night we get a lot of content for you guys. Tonight I've got quite a lot to do. So I've got some TikTok, Instagram and YouTube story, basically same video, just 3 platforms. I need to edit that. And then after that I've got a lot of concept work to be doing tonight. I've planned for about 2 hours of that, which is really fun. It's going to be anatomy studies, mostly arm studies and understanding the arm. And I've got some 100 heads challenge to work on as well. Besides that, so yeah, that's my plan for tonight. It is 7 o'clock, 3 hours of work. I don't know how far I'm going to get with all this. Hopefully we'll get a lot of it done. If not, it can roll over to tomorrow. So yes, I will take you guys, we'll go over there now and we'll get started on all this. Alright, I think this is the final voiceover. So, before I start talking about the final artwork and creating stuff, thank you so much if you made this far in the video. I know it has been long. I didn't realise when I was shooting all this and storing all footage for how long actually all is coming together. Maybe I need to do it like once a week or like not film as much. I have no idea. I'm still working this stuff out. You guys can be patient with me. So yeah, as I said, this is the final voiceover. What happened to my voice then? This is the final voiceover. I did notice while I've been editing that my voiceover mic is obviously much better quality than my phone mic. So that's something I need to look into. Maybe I can invest in a clip-on mic thing that I can use when recording. I don't know, just to maybe increase the professional quality of these videos. I do this for a living. I know how to make professional videos. I just personally don't have the equipment on hand. So yeah, fun times. So to end this video, as I said previously, I'm working on the 100 heads challenge. I must have mentioned it in my last video. Yeah, if not, a summary of it is basically a Instagram Pinterest art challenge thing where the goal is to draw 100 heads from this Pinterest art board. And oh my god, it has been kicking my ass so far. Like, portraits have never been my strongest. Even at university, when everyone was wanting to be a character designer and all that type of stuff, I stuck with backgrounds. I don't know why, I've always just found backgrounds and environments more comfortable to draw than people. Especially males. I'm very much stuck in a style, my own illustration style, but within that style I seem to can only draw females, not men. So this challenge has been really hard so far, but I can see the progress. I can see why people do it, and I am having fun with it. The first one I saw wasn't as good as like my warm-up into this session, but the following sketch, oh my god, I'm in love with it. I can't remember how long it took, maybe like 20 or 30 minutes. It didn't take too long. After I had the rough sketch down in red, I went over in my 2B and 4B, my 2B and 1B pencil, I think. I can't remember. And yeah, it was just really good. Once I had the sketch down, I was more like just tracing the outlines with it with the light of the 2 pencils. And then I just went and added a bit of shading to try and get that depth into it. It's definitely a situation of if I try to ink this or try to add like additional line work on top of it, I feel like I would ruin it, so that's not fun. But I am definitely noticing a progression with all my illustrations. I can't wait to see all this all together. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I've tried to keep it in the same style, so using the same red pencil or like a reddish tone pencil as like the undertone and then going with graphite on top. I haven't done any watercolours, I haven't done any inking, I haven't done anything like that, so all of them should be pencil sketches by the end, 100 pencil sketches. So I'm potentially thinking about compiling it all as like a big document, I don't know, like a little PDF thing that people can look at and stuff. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. I know a lot of people like to get like just character sketchbook zines and stuff like that. And I have them as well, they're fun, but obviously that's more of like a artist sketchbook versus studies, so I don't know. I definitely want to in some way encapsulate all the work I put into this so they can like flip through it, whether it's physical or digital. And for me, just me personally, I can see the progression from the first illustrations I did to the final ones. Obviously it's going to be my physical sketchbook, but I use a sketchbook for other things as well, so it'll just be easier to flip through it that way. And now we've moved on to the last drawing of the night. So I mentioned that I'm currently studying under concept art right now, and as part of it, I can't remember who I watched. I can't remember the YouTube artist's name, but he works for like Riot Games. He's a concept artist, and he does a lot of like art school stuff. I can't remember which video it was exactly. I'm trying to follow the techniques he advised for studying anatomy, and he said for this, like, you should really like be focusing on one body part at a time, which, yeah, that makes sense. Originally going into this, I was trying to say like the whole body at once each time and be like, okay, I can do full body of this, full body of that. It just wasn't really working. By doing these studies of just the individual elements, so I think this entire page is going to be dedicated to just arms, and specifically male arms. Obviously the anatomy of a male and woman are the same on the arms, it's just one is often more muscular than the other. So I'm probably going to do a different reference sheet of the others. But with this, it's literally, I'm trying to copy it as exactly as I can. So this is a stylized illustration on the left, it's not actually a real photography image. Which is, I'm trying to think what the name is, I can't remember now. But he said that's good to study from other artists because you can see where they've simplified shapes compared to real anatomy. And it makes sense, and there's a lot of stuff with real anatomy that's just like all these small details which you'll probably never go notice in an illustration. So why try and get all those details where you're trying to study it? Instead, use a mixture of both artist references and also real life references. Okay, I think I'm going to end this now before I run out. So, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments below, and if you haven't already, please subscribe because it really does help out the channel. Hopefully we'll hit 200 subscribers soon, so that'll be really fun. Maybe I'll do something then. And like I said, go follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. On Instagram, I'm so close to 500. And when I hit 500, I'm going to do a Draw the Same Style challenge. I'm very excited to do that. I think I've got the character planned out, one of my OCs. I don't think I've got anything more to say, so thank you guys for watching. And until next time, keep on being creative.